Hey guys, it's September 14th, 2016, and it is time for another garden update, and this one is quite a long time overdue, actually. I've been putting off making this video because there's a whole lot of things in the garden that haven't been going exactly as planned. I didn't really want to show you guys, so I was debating, maybe I should just never make a garden video again, but then I decided, hey, wait, my channel's all about garden videos, so we gotta make one. So, we're gonna be talking about everything in my garden, even, sadly, my tomato plants. Sadly. But for the most part, guys, I'm gonna try and focus on the good things in the garden, the good things that have been going on, and all the abundance that we've been able to grow this entire year. So a couple new things you're gonna want to notice. I actually had to cage up some of my pepper plants. These are Santa Fe Grande peppers, the chilies, and I had to actually cage them up with tomato cages the other day because they were falling over so bad. They were like on the ground. I think that's, I was thinking that's kind of like a testament to your garden's progress and how awesome it's doing if your pepper plants are falling over, right? So you can see we have a whole bunch of these dudes in here. And guys, mainly I'm gonna try and focus on the good things in the garden today. So just forgive me if we skip over some stuff, but I'm not talking about tomatoes. I hate these guys. It looks ugly and I hate them. But we're talking about peppers right now. We have the Santa Fe Grandes. There's you guys can see there's so many etched up in here. There's so many. There's yellow ones back there, red ones up here, and guys, a lot of this stuff I have been putting off from harvesting because I wanted to show you guys. Yesterday I came out with my bucket and I was like, I'm ready to harvest everything. And then I was like, wait, I gotta make the video to show you guys all the stuff that's on all the produce that we have. So yeah, this is the Santa Fe Grandes, and for some reason, I'm pretty sure it's due to the sun, but you guys can see there's like a color difference between the leaves up here in the front, these different plants, and then the leaves back here, same plant, same type of pepper, but the leaves back here are a lot darker, see? I thought that was interesting. Okay, and then guys, if we talk about the chili super hots right here, these guys, they've been sadly trampled by my chickens. My chickens have been coming in here without me noticing, y'all, and look, no, the plant split apart right here, and it's been trampled over, it's been eaten. So there's a lot of spots right here where the chickens have just gnawed at my plant, and it kind of sucks. But thing is, you even notice it right here, it's a lot more. Yeah guys, the chickens, they go crazy, and they come into my garden when I'm not noticing, and then this entire side of my pepper plants have just been sheared off by the chickens, and then they trample on all these guys. There's a lot of chilies ready. You can see all the red, all these red peppers. But the chickens, they come in and they eat everything. So that's the problem I've been having. But those are the chili super hots, and as we move on to the Tabasco peppers, these guys have a whole lot. Even though they've been kind of mutilated up here in the front by chickens, they have a whole lot of peppers just etched all in and around here. And I'm gonna be picking all of these guys eventually once I finish this video. And my chickens are making some weird noises right now, sorry guys. But yeah, and let's talk about this zone 2 first. So we're gonna go all the way over here. Don't look at these tomatoes, I hate these guys, but look at what a mess they've made. Because the tomatoes begun dying off for some reason. I don't even know. I don't even mess with them anymore. I work on the rest of the garden that's doing well. But yeah guys, I tell you guys it's the morning. I usually make these in the afternoon, but it was such a nice morning today. I told myself I was gonna wake up and make this video, and I did. So this is a nice morning. But now we get onto our habanero section. These guys have also been slightly mutilated by the chickens. So normally their leaves would be like this, but now in the front they're like this. But there's a whole lot of habaneros in here, see, all in there. They're kind of hard to see sometimes. There's a couple right there. There's some mystery Santa Fe Grandes right here that it ended up growing, but look at those. And then these, a couple more, another little baby. These guys have been excellent producers all year. I'm so happy that we have these. Look at those guys. Oh, that one got eaten. But I'm happy we've had these habaneros, and we have like a mystery tomato back here. These guys have been producing really, really well, and yeah, guys. And I was wondering, like, I think I already told you this, but I was thinking about it in my head again. That when the chickens eat my plants, I'm kind of okay with it. I have so many peppers, guys. If the chickens want to eat a little bit off the front, I don't really mind. I'm still getting a whole lot of abundance out of the garden, and in fact, as the season starts to end and the growing season starts to end in a couple months or whatever, I'm gonna let the chickens eat all this anyway. So it doesn't have to be perfect, right? Chickens get a little fun out of it. But yeah, guys, then we go on to our, these are the what are these? The serrano peppers. Now, guys, I haven't picked these at all in a very, very long time, and because of that, these guys have started falling over, just like all my other peppers in my garden. But see, this is like one plant, and this is the branch, and you can see all the peppers that are on it. Some of them aren't ready, of course, but a lot of them are, and I need to be able to go through and pick those. But like, look, these guys are like falling over on top of each other. Like, oh, this is one of the big gems, but you can see there's like peppers on there, but they're falling over. Everything's falling over because there's so much stuff on these guys. Like, look at all those. There's like a whole lot of stuff and a whole lot of peppers that are ready to be picked. See, they're kind of small, but I like them. See, so these are serrano peppers. I'm really proud of these guys too, even though they're falling over. That's kind of showing how well they're doing, how good they're growing and putting on produce. And then we have the big gems who have finally started, after many, many months of not producing anything, have finally started to produce a whole lot of stuff. Now look at all those. There's like 5 of those on there. And then there's so many, guys. A lot of these plants that I'm showing you, like this just giant mess of everything, is plants that have just fallen over. But look, see, peppers. So yeah, that's that. And because, guys, it's about the time of the year where everything starts going crazy. Plants get too big for their little confinements, because when we planted these little dudes, they were like that small. They were like this, and we were thinking, oh, everything's gonna be nice and neat, and all these plants are gonna stay exactly where they need to be. But as time goes on, everything goes crazy, and things start to get overgrown, and it's crazy. Everything gets crazy. So we're gonna go on to the other part now, guys. Look at my pumpkins, my wonderful pumpkins, ladies and gentlemen. They've been, for some reason, like their leaves die or something like that, but they grow more leaves. I don't even understand. But look, we got more pumpkins coming in. This pumpkin started growing. We have a cantaloupe here. It's a cantaloupe. And then our oldest pumpkin, the first one that ever came out, is right here. He's ready to be picked. He's right here on the stump. Oh, there's a bug. He's right here on the stump, and not on the stump, on the vine. My dad told me to leave him there. My dad was like, leave him, pick him for Halloween. But I don't know if I'm gonna do that exactly. Sorry. I don't know if I'm gonna do that exactly. But even if I do pick him, I don't know what I'm gonna do with him, because it's just one pumpkin. But yeah, it's a little off for Halloween. It's another month and a half away. I don't know if this guy's gonna last that long. I don't know how long pumpkins last on the vine, but I guess this is gonna be a trial and error experiment, and we're just gonna see what happens. And then, guys, we get onto the crazy box of craziness. Oh, look at that cantaloupe back there. That's beautiful. And then we get onto like the crazy box of craziness. We have this chile de árbol pepper. Look at how dark those leaves are, guys. I don't know why these leaves are so dark, but I noticed it yesterday. I was like, this look at how dark those leaves are. And then you go over here to like this cayenne pepper, and look how light those leaves are. It's like light and dark. That's weird. And then we have like look at all those tomatoes, guys. This is a volunteer tomato plant that just decided to pop up. Although it does have like some kind of like nutrient deficiency. It's a volunteer tomato, so I don't really give that much care to it. Look at all those tomatoes. These tomatoes are actually bigger than the ones we got from my other tomato plants. Those darn tomatoes, they're so volatile. But yeah, guys, here we go on to all of our like chile de árbol. You can see all the peppers that are coming out right there. These guys love the heat, guys. It's so hot here in the summer. It's gonna get hotter, even hotter. Global warming. Maybe that means chilies will do even better later on in a couple years. But yeah, look at all those peppers that are in there. And then we have like all these little red spots are cayenne peppers dangling down. They're kind of small, but all those little red spots are cayenne peppers, cayenne pepper plants. And yeah, and then we have like an eggplant back there that decided to start popping, a volunteer eggplant, but he's kind of like not doing so well, but it's whatever. And then we have more cayenne peppers right there. So this box is doing pretty well, although for some reason a lot of the leaves on the older leaves on some of the plants have started to die off, which is perfectly acceptable. But yeah, remember guys, this used to be like full of like cantaloupe leaves, and then I came out one day and it's all like gone. So I'm like, well, I can't do anything about that. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, here we have our mystery plant from many months ago. Ladies and gentlemen, it's still growing. I think it's a weed at this point. It's some type of like invasive species, but it gives off these like little berries. And remember, I tasted one, and I tasted one again yesterday. Kind of tastes bad actually. Now that I think about it, maybe we'll have more grow in there. I threw the berries in there. But yeah, this thing is like super crazy, growing everywhere. It's got like purple things on its leaves. It's insane. I kind of like doing these videos in the mornings, guys. It's a little interesting, right? Oh guys, this is gonna be one of the first times we talk about, I almost forgot, but this is gonna be one of the first times we talk about the trees in a very long while. Look at this. Although there's slight deficiency on the leaves, but look at how tall these things have grown. That thing is super tall. This is an apple pear. Remember when we started off the year, it was like right here, and now all that's grown. This is our peach tree, ladies and gentlemen. It's grown like super tall. And then those guys haven't grown that tall, but like this guy's like huge, and he's like very bushy, which I like. Okay, let me show you guys this really quick. This thing in a pot, I showed you it last time to you guys, is a mulberry tree. So this guy's actually, when we put him in here, he was about that tall. Now he's grown up another probably 6 inches, and he's growing pretty well. He's gonna make a fine tree one day, very large tree. And then we get on to our jalapenos and our hot Fresnos, guys. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be picked in here. Look at all this stuff. A lot of produce, a lot of peppers. See? I haven't picked these in a long while, but I need to, and I will. But chickens haven't gotten to a lot of this garden, guys. They don't really come in here. I've only caught them in here once. And when I did, they were only trying to get out. They weren't eating anything. They were just kind of scared because they didn't know what was what. But guys, here we have our habaneros, and I think these guys for sure have been getting a little bit bigger over the past little while. So I think when I come through and pick all these, because I'm gonna pick everything, when I come through and pick all these guys for the last harvest, we should have some actual decent size jalapenos. But these guys are pretty good, but they're just not super big. They're just kind of miniature. But when I come, I think for the next for the next harvest, these guys are gonna be super big. And then we gotta come through the fairy garden. Dun, dun, dun. I purposely don't touch any like grass in there because I think it looks cool under the little peach tree. But here's the peach tree. Super big. It's like a skyscraper. And then we get on to our sweet peppers, guys. These guys are crazy. They're knocking each other all over the place. Like they're falling down. Look at it. They're falling down. Everything's falling down. That guy, like, he broke off the stem. Poor little dude. These guys are way too big for their stems to handle. I don't know how I would combat this other than like staking these guys up, but it's a little too late for that. But look at that. Some red bell peppers, green bell peppers, orange sun peppers. Look at that. Look at this one down there. Oh, let me try and get a good picture for you guys. See? It's an orange sun sweet pepper. See, that's a sweet pepper box. They're kind of everywhere, but nothing real special about it. Just sweet peppers. And then we have our little habanero in a pot. This guy, look at, he puts on like little itty bitty habaneros. It's so cute. There's a couple big ones in here, right? But just some little cute habaneros. I like them. A little dude. All right, guys, then we get on to our grape. I'm kind of standing in the sun now, so it's getting kind of hot. But we get our grape, guys. Our grape goes all the way down the vine, all the way out that way. And it started even going to that oleander tree. And then go all the way down this way. It's crazy. I've had to loop this guy through so many different times. But I'm just kind of glad he's growing. Then guys, we get on to my neglected box. So the box I've been neglecting all year, even though last year I was like super psyched about this box. This guy, he's been like falling over. See? Well, this guy, like the watermelon took him down. See? There's like a watermelon down there. It like grappled onto this branch and took him down. So that was kind of funny. But otherwise, there's like peppers on here. These guys have been on here a while though. And I just like, I've not touched this box. And I feel so bad, but like, look, some of these peppers are like humongous. That's pretty sick. You see those peppers? So yeah, these are the New Mexico number 6, by the way. All right, so now we're gonna go all the way on to finish the rest of the garden update. This one's not gonna be as long as all the other ones, guys, but partially because, remember I said I was kind of dreading making this video, and now you're gonna see why. Ladies and gentlemen, I regret to inform you that all of my squash is gone. My poor little babies that were doing so well. I came out one day and it was just gone. I think it was a combination of the heat and yeah, basically the heat. Like the heat was able to dry out the soil so fast. These guys didn't make it, and it looks like a boneyard. I'm so sad. There's a couple remnants of their children just strewn about. But yeah, it makes me sad to see these guys. But yeah, that's enough about that. Guys, look at this apple tree. Look at how tall that apple tree is. Dude, this apple tree is crazy. And then we get on to the other sad part. Oh my god, it's tomatoes, guys. The tomatoes that were doing so well, and then they just died. They just straight up. No, that makes me sad. The tomatoes hits me right in the heart. But we look at the apricot tree, the super long spires of the apricot tree, and we get happy again. So yeah. Then we look at the tomatoes and we get kind of sad. But then we look at the cantaloupes volunteer cantaloupes that have grown in this little bucket right here, and we get kind of happy again. Because look, these got cantaloupe. Look at the size of these cantaloupe leaves. It's got kind of stuff on it, but like, look at it. It's super big, and it's growing everywhere. So this cantaloupe that kind of took over, guys. And then look at this. These are the membrillos for the quince tree. Look at how big these guys have gotten. For the longest time they weren't growing, remember? And then they just took off. And like, I guess this is when they're supposed to be harvested in a couple months, but like, look, the tree is like bending. It's like bowing out. That's not good. Oh man, like I kind of want to move him so he doesn't snap, because there's like a whole lot of weight on here. There's like there's probably like a dozen, 2 dozen of these guys on here. It's crazy. Oh, and then speaking about like bending, guys, okay, so here's like the field of watermelons you gotta walk through. See, little watermelon. You walk through the field of watermelons and you get to the eggplants. Guys, these guys are super awesome. These guys have been so awesome. Like, look at that eggplant, guys. There's little baby eggplants. Some bigger ones in there. Some more hanging off the side. Out that way. Guys, I'm just gonna put this guy like down slowly. Let's go to the other side real quick. Oh. Look. Another eggplant. These guys have been super awesome. I've been tracking their progress, and their cage is kind of falling over, see? But I'm just kind of leaving it. But see, super awesome. I love those guys. They're ready to be picked right now, so I'm probably gonna pick those guys. And yeah, so that's it for the garden update, guys. The one that I was kind of dreading of doing, but I kind of finished it. I finished it now, early in the morning. Never done one of these in the morning, so it's a little bit interesting, but I think it turned out all right. So yeah, I think we're done with this garden update, but I will be making more. I'll probably make a couple more before the season's end. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys have anything to say about my garden, if you guys want to tell me comments, criticisms, things I do well, things I don't do so well, let me know. I'll take it all into consideration, because I really like doing this kind of stuff. That's why I show you guys the good stuff and the bad stuff, so that if I have problems, maybe you guys can help me correct them, or if you guys are having problems, whatever you hear me do, it could help you with your problems, right? So it's like we're one big community. We help each other out. So yeah, guys, that's it for this garden video, and see you guys later. Bye.